Hello, welcome to another project update. Is that running the wrong thing? Yeah, this will work. All right, anyways, yeah, today I worked on the project a little bit more. So today I spent the majority of this session working on a new feature on the minimap. I don't know if you see that, but there's a little red triangle on it. And well, if you've ever played Legend of Zelda game, you will know that that red mark represents the location where you entered the map. Now, this is a little bit embarrassing to admit, but it took me a whole hour just to do that. Why did it take me so long? Well, technically, it only took me like 20 minutes, but for some reason, I couldn't see the little red arrow on the map, even though the script for at like a script code level, it was all technically working. But, uh-oh, we got a crash here. What's going on here? Object reference not substitute instance of an object. Oh, that's an issue with the level, not with the scripting. All right, let me go quickly fix that. And while I fix that, I will probably show you, yeah, I will definitely show you kind of exactly why it wasn't quote unquote working. All right, so here is the, all right, so if I just take the level geometry and turn it off, you'll see that that red triangle and that yellow triangle, which represents the player, is always the same size no matter what distance it is. That's kind of how I set up the minimap. There's a camera, there's an orthographic camera that points down, and only the minimap, only the minimap layers are visible on it. The yellow triangle attached to the player. The yellow triangle is invisible to the main camera and only visible on the minimap camera. The red triangle, basically the same thing, except for its position is only set when the scene is first started. All right, hold on a second. I need to take a look at that. Again, I'm sure reference necessary to an instance of an object. Oh, right. Okay, so this is actually pretty much I think this is a perfect time to show you what the bug was and why. I know, I don't feel if it's why it took so long for me to fix it, but basically why I couldn't see even though it was working. Okay. Just give me a moment. Okay, so I think this is set up in a way that the bug will occur. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that we will see the bug take place. Now I'll show you exactly how I solved it, or what caused it and how I solved it. All right, so here it's working properly. Hopefully it doesn't crash. If it does, that'll be embarrassing. Yeah, the crash is just caused by a null reference. Fingers crossed. And there we go. Oh, hold on. Okay. Oh. Well, I forgot to make the geometry visible, but that's kind of not the point. But as you can see here on the mini map, there's two things I want you to see. One is I decided to not actually make a mini map for this level because it is a forest, and kind of the whole point is that you don't know exactly where you are. If you've ever played Legend of Zelda, you've ever gone through like the Lost Woods, it's kind of like that. You kind of just get like this big square in the corner. You can see your position, but none of the like details. Focus on the map, but more importantly, the bug here is that you can't see the red triangle. Why can't you see the red triangle? Well, the way I have it programmed is when the player enters the map area, it takes the player entry point global position and makes it equal to the player global position. So currently, I had it. So this is kind of me artificially recreating the bug, but right now, the parent object of this red triangle is set to x negative 90 degrees. And when I set it to match the player rotation, what happens is what am I looking at? There we go. So this would happen. The x-axis would end up being 0, and since we're looking at it straight down, this results in it being completely invisible. And it's invisible here, but that's kind of for a different reason. There we go. And the way that I fixed this is by doing that. So now it should be all good. Since I made the level of geometry visible, it shouldn't happen again where the level is invisible. Alright, just let me scroll on over to that level again. Why can't I hear the footsteps? That's weird. I'll have to look into that. That's not what this video is about. And there we have it. There's the red triangle behaving exactly how we want it to behave. And there's level geometry being actually visible. And yeah, that is probably it for today's video. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.